Good afternoon, everybody. It's Mark from RacingGames here, and welcome back to F1 Manager 2022. We are still here with the Williams team. We've still got Logan Sargent and Alex Albon as our two drivers. It is race week. The Belgian Grand Prix first practice is going on in the background here as well. I think I've timed it just right, so that's just ended as I start this stream, hopefully. Seems to be. I kind of got it on a second screen here. Right. We got two races for you guys today. We are here, first of all, at the Autodromo Internazionale Enzo Idino Ferrari, otherwise known to you and I as Imola. And then we'll be heading across the pond to Miami to race at the... Is it the Miami International Circuit it's called? Oh, Miami Gardens. Ooh, I did not know that. There you go. I've just learned something today. Between now and Imola, there isn't really much that I want to do. There's not much we can afford to do. We could perhaps look at some staff and see if there's anyone we could bring in still. But for the most part, yeah, I don't think there's really anything else we can be looking at right now. How's our pit crew? Relatively okay. Relatively okay. It does say their wing adjustment. Training focus balanced. Yeah, we could train them on the jacks, and I don't see the point of changing anything there right now. And then as for staff, so we could still so we've got Salim Ndongo here as our new head of aerodynamics. We sorted that out yesterday. We could still replace our technical chief and both race engineers if we so wish. And the temptation is there, especially on the technical chief side. I feel like there's something we can do here. Who have we got? So you were rated 74. And we could possibly... So we're not going to raid, Red Bull or Ferrari. That's probably not going to happen. We had a look at Simone last time out, and we managed to annoy him to the point that he doesn't really want to talk to us anymore. So we've got 74 to replace. And yeah, I really think right now there isn't that much out there that we could replace with that isn't better than what we've already got. In fact, there's Francois right there. The only thing we could do is go for someone younger. But that doesn't necessarily mean better. That just means younger. So I think we could ignore that one for now. Similar with the race engineers. They're both 77. So again, in terms of unemployed, first rated is like down here. Although we got some F2s actually on the list. We could go... I mean, if we got Bono, what a coup that would be if we managed to nick Bono from Mercedes. Yeah, that's what we got. Oh, no. Just realised if you click on them, it takes you to their profile. We tried to get Ben Mitchell. Didn't work. We could go for Javier Marcos Padros, who I'm going to assume is Carlos's race engineer. Or there's Hugh Bird at Red Bull, who must be Perez's engineer. Or Jason Pryor, Christopher Hayes. Christopher Hayes I think we went in for before. Or just not interested. There's a problem as well. I think there's stuff here that we could sort out throughout the season. I think our position in the standings right now isn't really helping either. The fact that right now we are bottom of the team standings, as you can see here. And then drivers, we've got Albon is 18th and Logan is 20th. So there's work to be done. We will move on now towards Imola. We've upgraded the race simulator, which is nice. I believe, yeah, we're going to have to hire out some of our stuff again soon, which is not going to be useful. We don't need to visit the simulator. I know what a simulator looks like. Team Hub has also been upgraded. That's also nice. We got low stock on suspension. I guess we should manufacture a new part for that then. Suspension. Yeah, we only have 2. I'm going to make another 2. So I'm pretty sure we had 3. But then we crashed twice in the last 2 races. One in Jeddah, one in Australia. That's probably eating through our parts right now. Team upgrade. More suspension. Low stock. Oh, they told us twice. Okay, Francois, we get it. It's an important thing. We'll sort it. So now that the Team Hub is upgraded, so we got 40% weekly experience gain now rather than 20. 25 team attractiveness rather than 15. Everything over here is pretty much the same apart from the upkeep that's now gone up. The level's also gone up by 1 and morale +2. Awesome. So next on the list, if I look at development, I believe it did just say we still can't develop anything new. And that is because, facilities-wise, we are still waiting for... I thought I'd asked for the design center to be upgraded. I'm going to do that now. We've got the money for it, so we might as well do it. But otherwise, yeah, continue. So here we go to Imola, or the new underfloor, sorry, is complete first. Oh, yes, no, I do remember this. I do remember, yes. Car part research unlocked. So we can now start researching for next season, I assume this is. Research a new car part. I mean, there's minor technical regulations. Sorry, can't read. Minor technical changes next season. So we'll have to bear that in mind. Chassis, no regulation changes. Side pod, no regulation changes. Underfloor suspension. I mean, the underfloor is where Red Bull and Ferrari were getting most of their advantage from this year. So that could be one worth looking at. It has a huge impact on the car. I think we should look into this. I'm going to put like an hour's worth of... half an hour's worth of development time. I think we might go for a couple of hours wind tunnel. That's huge. Drag reduction. I mean, the research benefit. Look at that. Yeah, let's do it. And then development. And then engineers. I guess we'll go with half of them. And go. Work your magic, engineers. Hopefully you're good engineers. So, technical regulation vote result. So, who voted for and against? Ferrari voted for. Wait, wasn't it a choice between... Oh, yeah. So, changes passed, low speed wing changes. So, we voted for this, along with Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari. Mercedes and Alpine voted against, as did Haas, as did Alfa Romeo, as did Aston Martin. Ah, that's interesting, because they're our rivals. You can't see what I'm looking at right now, I've just realised. But yeah, Aston Martin voted against, and the tiebreaker voted for. So it looks like it has been passed. So the low speed wing changes, which you can see on the screen here, this has been passed for next season. So we will have some little tweaks. Underfloor design complete. We're going to manufacture a second and third, I think. Oh no, insufficient funds. But we're going to get at least a second one. So both cars should have that fitted. Underfloor here. No, that's not what I want. I'm still getting to grips with everything here. Warehouse. Underfloor. There we go. So right now we have none, according to this. I guess we've just, like, unlocked it. We haven't actually built any yet. Oh, we got 2 in development. That would be why. So yeah, eventually this will get installed. It'll have to be for at least Miami, if not after. And then we'll fly around the track. Performance targets. Let's see what we've got. Qualifying position 15th. You can. I think that's basically all we're going to get this season. Same with finish position. Although the potential reward is going up, and then the streak is also going up. So they're desperate for us to actually achieve our targets right now. Excuse me, I got hiccups. I don't know where I got hiccups from, but I appear to have hiccups. Yes, into Imola then. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm really looking forward to Miami. I think Miami's going to be a really fun one.
Tuscany are green to the south, but here in Imola the air is red hot. Welcome to Ferrari's turf for the Amelia Romagna Grand Prix. The track has been around since the 60s, but the first official Formula 1 race was held here in 1980. Let's see what excitement lies ahead.
What teams do you think you should pick? If you can't decide between two, flip a coin. That's what I always do.
Plenty of elevation changes
if there's a choice of several, If you're looking for sort of an easy mode to start off with, then Ferrari, Red Bull, Mercedes. If you're looking for a bit of a midfield battle, then you've got McLaren, Alpine, maybe Alfa Romeo. And if you want to play in hard mode, then you've got Haas, Williams and Aston Martin. Obviously I chose to punish myself, which is why I'm currently playing as Williams. Nothing against Williams, they're one of my favourite teams, but it is a slog to get these drivers to perform. It is an absolute slog. Right, compounds. We're going to slap on some hards. Car parts, there's nothing worth doing here. Setup, I'm going to leave this as is, and then run plan. We're going to do 20 laps. Driving options, leave that all on neutral. For Albono here, hards, leave that leave that middle for diddle as well. I can already see that braking stability is going to be a problem for him. Run length 20 laps, and let's go. So we're going to manage P1. We're probably going to sim P2 and 3 and just skip straight through for quali.
That's green now. Green now.
Oh, you got to love that render time there. Here we go then. Logan Sargent out on track. Alex Albon right behind. I think I've forgotten the alternating system that we had. I literally just clicked Sargent first because he was on the left. We might as well speed up time at this point because there's not a huge amount that we can do. We're just waiting for them to clock up the mileage. Get an idea as to how they feel about the car. I feel like Sargent's slowing down Albon there a little bit though. Well, he seemed to give him a tow. He's got the faster time. Maybe my plan did work after all. Who knows? Does it say how many laps they've completed? Maybe it does here? No. I don't think it does actually. Which is interesting. Unless it tells me somewhere else. I don't know. I actually don't know. But the main thing is, if I take my glasses off for a second because they give me a headache. The main thing is right now we are just racking up the mileage. We're getting the drivers used to the car. Logan's about to radio in, I think, with his feedback. Car parts is already up to 100 for both of them actually, so that's good. Track acclimatization is coming up. Something feels off. That's not what I like to hear, I'll be honest. There he is. So 35. But we got some useful info there. So I think if we slide these this way, straights and oversteer are both good, which I'm happy about. Because I reckon if I just did something like this, like that, that gives us a good idea as to where we need to go. Tyre wise, you've still got 51 laps worth in that. So run plan, we can do another 20 laps. It does help if you hit confirm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we are locking a lot.
So we're okay, but he's locking a lot. That to me suggests things are not okay. Bring Albon in. 46 though, that is better. Miami is a hell to work in for me, even in for. Oh, well, that's filled me with confidence. Oh dear. Alright, oversteer. We're going to clock it up high. Because it's Imola. There's a couple of tight corners. Then I'm going to move the anti-roll back. We need to get straights back. And actually the only thing really that affects straights is the wing. Which is kind of annoying. Oh. Okay. That might be good. Keeps these two within the realms of where they were, but it moves these three drastically, which I think is fine. Sweet. Afternoon, Tom. I wonder if I could get away with just randomly tweaking the sliders and seeing if we could get something that the drivers are happy with. Send out Logan. We'll send out Albon. Should we watch one of them on a flying lap? Where's Albon? He's coming up now. Final couple of corners. Here we go. He's not in the gravel at least, so that's good. Wow, 100. Nice. And Miami too. Track that no one's raced on until this year. That's good. I'm impressed. Good afternoon everyone who's just joined. If you haven't already subscribed to the Racing Games channel, be sure to do so. We'll have plenty more streams like this in the not too distant future. And be sure to smack that like button as well. Let us know that you're enjoying the content. Interestingly, we have actually got a setup guide coming out on the channel tomorrow, where you'll be able to get some tips and tricks. Not necessarily on how to perfect setups, but how setups work, the kind of things that you can do to make it better, why setting up the car is important, all that good stuff. Because every drive is different, so there's no right or wrong answer as to how to set up the car. It's purely what the driver likes. I have just realised the last couple of times I've ridden on board with Albon, he has been involved in accidents. So hopefully I'm not sabotaging him here. That's a good question, Python. I don't actually know what old gen console is like compared to new gen. I'm assuming it's well optimized. I'm assuming there's no features missing. If anyone else in the know can answer that question, that would be great. Alright, that was a good-ish lap, I think, from Albon. It wasn't faster. That's the worrying thing. Which tells me that the setup might have gone the wrong way. But we're going to have to wait, really, until we finish this practice program that we're on. I think it's every 2.5 laps or every 5 minutes you get one added to your feedback here. Let's have a look at this. I've also seen people on Facebook talking about how ERS works, and I think I understand it a bit more now. So apparently blue, this one here, is your usage, and then yellow is your, I want to say recharge, but that doesn't make sense to me because it doesn't seem to be going up as that fills. But apparently blue is deployment, and that does make sense, I think. Anyway, track acclimatization is coming up. Is there anything I can do to turn that off? It would be nice if there was like a little X here that I could click just to get rid of that. Because it just stays up. I don't like it. Make it go away. Oh, there you go. If you hover over that, it goes away.
Feedback on balance.
Alright, call Logan in. Let's see where he's at. 55. It's better. It is better. So it's braking stability and cornering, which I believe is affected mostly from tyre camber. There we go. So we can start experimenting there. Maybe a little bit of... oh no, that's the wrong thing. I think this might be good. We just need to get it. 75 is roughly the ideal number. So I'm not sure about racing as other teams right now, but we are planning, this might be the last stream for F1 Manager, but we are planning on turning this into a weekly series, but it'll be more episodic rather than live streamed. That's if you guys are happy seeing that, of course, and again, hitting the like button is the best way to tell us. Always make the front car pit, basically if Albon is at 18 and Sargent 20. Let Albon go, then send Sargent so you don't have to worry about losing places. Okay. If people want to keep seeing us playing the game, then we'll keep playing the game. It's as simple as that. We're more than happy to give you guys what you want.
Understood.
Alright, call in Albon.
White line and pit limit on entry.
See what he's got to say. Oh, even here we can... oops. How's the car feeling? Car feels pretty good. There we go. Might have just mastered Albon. We haven't mastered Albon. 64 is not pretty good. So oversteer needs to come down for Albon. I don't really want to mess up everything else, but we do need to do that at least. And then we can move. So braking stability is the one that needs to move here. Not cornering. So we can do that here. And then I think a little bit of tyre camber or anti-roll. It's that thing again. I want to get cornering to the left and braking stability to the left. But whatever I do, it does the opposite. Oh, there we go. That's gone quite well. And then rear wing should help with the straights. Actually, that's pretty much moved braking stability where I want it without moving anything else. I'm a genius, guys. I'm actually a genius. We're going to run out of time in P1 here, but we're going to give it a crack anyway. Yellow's braking. So yeah, it is recovery. It just didn't seem like it because he was braking and the yellow bar was full, but his battery was still depleting. Or at least it looked like it. Maybe there was a slight delay. I mean, don't get me wrong. I understand the basic concept of... Sector 3 yellow flag. I might get a replay of that in a second. I understand the basic concept of what ERS is and how it works. The way it's... Oh, it's Sergeant. The way it's represented in the game is a little confusing for me still. I think just a little label would be useful. So here, if it said like D for deployment and R for recovery or something like that, I think would be useful. Albon's now run wide. I don't think that's yellow flag worthy though. Cars have gone wide before without the yellow flags coming out.
Look at that! They've run wide!
Your points will be reset. I don't know. I haven't finished the season yet myself. Maybe. I know in Football Manager, the board kind of, and FIFA even, the board are kind of lenient towards the end of the season if it looks like you have tried, even if you haven't met targets. So, possibly. But until we get to that stage here, I wouldn't be able to answer that question, I'm afraid. Do the streams, they're better for this game. I love watching your lives, and I don't know why I prefer them to all the other... Well, that's very, very kind, Josh. Thank you. It's because of my amazing charisma and personality, I'm sure. Either that, or I'm on the same level as you guys, and I have no idea what I'm doing for most of the time. There's a possibility, too. So we were dead last. Not just last, but we were dead last. Although, again, there's a bit of a gap here. But we're not that far. We were 3 seconds off the pace previously. But then again, we don't know what's going to happen in P2 and P3. We might be further off. So I'm going to manage P1, like I said. P2 and P3, I'm going to simulate. I'm going to head straight to qualifying. And hopefully the drivers get better confidence with the setup. You spent 30 million on Verstappen. That wasn't worth it, if you ask me. That was not worth it. No driver's worth that. Never mind Verstappen.
Today has already seen the culmination of practice, so we move on now to the all-important.
I think that's going to be the method we'll go for now, just to keep things moving. We'll manage P1. We'll have a rough idea as to what the setup will be. And then we'll skip P2 and 3. Can you spot that Logan Sargent, by the way? They haven't scanned his face yet, so he has to wear a helmet at all times. I wouldn't be surprised if there was like one of him doing his media interviews with his like team shirt on and stuff like that, but he's still got the helmet on, you know. Right, Leclerc, Sainz, Verstappen, Perez. I'm spotting a trend here. Definitely spotting a trend. So that's P3 results. We were still last, but we are getting a little bit closer. There's only a tenth, like 0.157 to be precise there. And then Albon's slower than Logan. Setup confidence though, both over 75. Get in. So we haven't maxed out on performance bonus, but we're pretty close. I mean, Albon on 80. I'm very happy with that. Good job, game. So into qualifying. Could we get into Q2? I'll be honest. I don't see it happening, but you never know. Afternoon suspect, welcome, welcome. I'm going to exclude cooldown laps now. I'm going to see if we could just go and then go again immediately after. So I think that's one thing that's costing us, not so much time, but just costing us in like everything right now. So we're going to go 2 hot laps, and hopefully the car remains hot through both of those. Manage Q1. Let's go.
Radio check.
Radio check.
I was wondering that myself,
Green
actually,
now.
with the reserve
Green
driver,
now.
because I don't want to accidentally put in Aitken and then he ends up racing the whole weekend. That's not quite what I'd like to do. I think we should watch Logan on his first flying lap here. What camera angle should we go for? This one? It's a pretty good one. I just want to see how fast he goes, how well he does. Let's have a look at the deltas here. And the sector times. So again, it's looking fast. That was a bit messy through turns 1 and 2 there. Turns 1 and 2? I think that's actually like 3 and 4 when you look at the map. That's the problem with tracks like Imola, where there's a really subtle turn down the pit straight, and that's turn 1. It's a bit like Austria. Turn 2 is the slight left-hander as you go up the hill. It's ever so slight. You could basically draw a straight line still from the 2 ends of the straight. But it counts as a corner. And yet there's other ones where it's basically 2 corners and it only counts it as 1. Yeah. Alfa Romeo sounds like a fun one. I'd say that sounds like a fun challenge. I'm always a fan of rags to riches style saves. So start at the bottom, work your way to the top. And if you start as Mercedes, sure, in reality they started the season a little off the boil, shall we say. But they're still Mercedes. And we're already, halfway through the season and they've basically fixed every issue they've had. And they're looking pretty racy. So I wouldn't worry too much about the challenge of managing Mercedes, And I like Mercedes. I'm not saying that to discredit them or anything. It's more of a rich to richer story if you go with Mercedes. Alpha sounds like a good one. This game is good to understand. If you're an F1 fan and you understand the sort of hidden details with F1, then you'll get to grips with the management side pretty quickly. And if you're a management game fan, you don't really understand F1 that well, you'll still get to grips with the F1 side pretty quickly. The tutorial does a really good job of explaining it to you. If you watch the first stream on, what day is it today? Wednesday. It's Friday today, sorry. Wednesday was the first stream. You'll see how the tutorial works. It does coach you through the basics for both the management side and the F1 side. And, there's things to look out for. I still haven't quite worked out, I don't think I can see it on this screen. I haven't quite worked out what the tyre temp thing is doing. It doesn't seem to do anything right now. But, how the sector times work, whether DRS is open or not. There's 2 places here that show you that. The gear they're in, the speed they're going, that's all pretty straightforward. The timing towers should be pretty straightforward as well. I think it's pretty straightforward myself. But I understand both F1 and management games, so I come into this from a good basis to begin with. We are a little ways off the pace. It'll be good to get the cars in and reload. We could keep them out on these softs. I don't know what benefit that would give us, so I think we will switch tyres. In terms of the setup here for Logan, if we could find a way to bring oversteer back, but keep everything else where it is. But we've only got the front wing in which to do it, so it's really not worth it. It's a shame, actually, we weren't able to sort this out, because that probably would have taken us into the 90s. We'll go with 1 flying lap. Don't need to worry about cooldown. I might wait until towards the end of the session to send them out again. Either that or we send them out again now. And we just... even that one, look. Cornering was outside. I don't see how it can be outside the blue bar but still be considered good, you know? It's a strange one. Do we send them out again now, or do we wait till the end of the session? That's the question. 1 lap for Albon, 2 for Sargent. That could have worked. Yeah, I can see them tweaking some small things as the game evolves. But for the most part, it's pretty solid, all things considered. Oh, I kind of want to go out now. It's a pretty quiet track. Send Logan out first and send Alex out. And hopefully he'll give him a tow. Let's see what happens. Problem is, I think right now Albon's actually quicker, so he's catching Logan pretty quickly. Alright, let's watch from cinematic this time. This might be the only time we see them in quali, so we might as well enjoy it while we can. Tried to time it at the last second, yeah. Problem I have is I don't know how long an outlap would take. So I know how long a flying lap would take, but I don't know how long an outlap would be. So you've got to time it so that they hit the line basically as it hits 1 second. Am I reading that right? 20th and 19th with Red Bull in quali. 6th and 7th though, it's a good recovery, for sure. I was hoping we'd actually have a bit of a wet race here at Imola. It's not looking likely. 3 minutes, 40% chance of rain, but I wouldn't say that means it's going to rain at all. Yeah, and immediately it drops down to 10%. It does go up to 40 again, but 10 minutes from now we're going to be out of qualifying anyway, so it doesn't matter. I'm interested to see what our predictions are, but it doesn't really help. Okay. So Alex went faster in sector 1, but then not in sector 2. Did he improve? I don't think he did. But then Vettel's a ways off the pace right now. I'm just worried. I mean, Sainz is obviously going to go faster. Ricciardo should go faster. I think we've got time for one more flying lap. We might even send them out on a 2-run. Again. So in terms of reconfigure, I mean, I'm tempted to swap back to. Actually, the tyres we're on now are fine. Let's do that. We'll do 2 flying laps because we might as well mess around at this point. And then Albon. Again, we keep on the same tyres. If you're looking for a strategy guide for how to run this game, just ignore everything I'm doing right now and you should be absolutely fine. So I'm going to go out now, and that should give us enough time to complete both the outlap and the flying lap before we hit 0. But everyone else has just come out. Maybe we should have just gone out when they went out, because we're right stuck in traffic right now. But then we have our second lap, maybe? We're on our second lap now. So we're getting a nice tow off the Aston. I might have messed this up. Don't 2-run. Split it between the 2 drivers. Yeah. We should have done that. Albon's going slower anyway, and Logan's going slower, so... Right now, we've got a grid penalty. What for? Right now, Albon's in Q2. But who hasn't set a time yet? Sainz, there we go. Sainz just shot up. If we can get ahead of Stroll, though, and now Norris, and now Nick. Oh, I think they're the driver at risk. That's why it's got that. That's the grid penalty sign as well, though, right? I'm not just being stupid. So Alex has improved in the second sector. So's Logan. Logan didn't improve too much, though. Let's see how Alex does. We could have told them to push, but they are on auto, so they should be pushing by themselves anyway. DRS is open. No improvement. No improvement. That's annoying. So we're starting at the back. Time it at the 2:43 to 2:34. Okay. That's useful, actually. That's very useful. Thank you. Someone needs to make a spreadsheet with all the outlap times for all the different tracks, so you can work out how late you can send your driver out and still make it to the line. So I'm assuming the game doesn't simulate different outlap times for different teams. No offense, Corinne. I want to get to the race. He is someone I can sit and listen to talking about F1 for hours, but right now I just want to get in the race. So I want Albon on the hard softs, actually. I think that might be a good strategy. I might put Logan on option C, but I might stretch out the middle stint, maybe. To maybe pit him towards the end of his pit window. Yes, I have early access. Frontier were very kind enough to hook me up with a code. So thank you, Frontier. What am I doing? Let's see. You'll hear me ask that question a lot now. What am I doing? Just what am I doing? It'd be cool here if you could actually adjust this as a slider as well, rather than having to go and edit it manually. So I think this, but I would like to shift. So I think we could pit earlier here, but then pit later here. If there's a safety car around here, then obviously we'll take advantage of that. But for the most part, I think if we go hell for leather on the tyres at start, you can already see the difference that makes. I mean, it's minimum. We're saving 6 seconds on our race time right now. But I reckon if we did something like that, then that could work for Logan. And then for Alex, I think we do something similar. If we pit a little bit later for the softs, and then we boost that. What do you guys think? Triangle does mean grid penalty, but I think it also means driver at risk, because it was only showing the driver in 15th was having that symbol next to the name. I think we're ready to go. I think we're ready to go. I don't think there's anything else worth changing. We've got driver options here, pace mode, fuel usage, where we could just, from the start, shift that up, but it's not going to benefit us because we're going long on the hards here. We could, however, for Logan, start off on the push, and then ERS strategy, go for deploy, because he's 19th, right? Oh no, he's 20th. So he... it actually doesn't make a difference, really, because I don't really want him to overtake Albon. Let's just see what this does. If it goes really, really wrong, then we won't do it again. Or an accidental double stack. I've done that in F1 22. Where you've pitted not realising your teammates coming in at the exact same time. And
to shine,
yeah,
it seems like
whiff it big time.
Dampen the mood of excitement here at the track.
Let's go.
All eyes are on the race here at the Amelia Romania Grand Prix. And it's lights out, and away we go.
Okay. We're watching. Let's ride on board with Albon for a little bit. I mean, Logan's feeling up for it today. He's racing. Let's go watch my new #1 driver. And he's going up the inside of Stroll. Wow, Logan, where's this come from? Oh, and he's got damage to the underfloor because he went over the curb. But he's flying up the inside there. He's passed Stroll and Vettel and his own teammate.
Great job. Keep doing what you're doing.
Right, Alex, what are you playing at? Why can't you do that?
And a new position just gained by Williams.
Just going to have a look at his damage, actually. See how bad it is. It is just minor damage to the underfloor. And he's not got the new underfloor yet. So it's not like it's massively detrimental. That was pure speed from Logan there. I'm very impressed. He is losing ground on Mick. Not a huge margin. I think it's just the natural race start that's kicking in right now. We're losing like 100th on a corner. 200ths maybe per corner. He gained a little bit back there because he is aggressive on tyres still. We can just let him burn through his tyres though. I'm fine with that. I'm really tempted to tell him to deploy his ERS though. Especially with Albon. Maybe you just go push here too.
Okay, max saving, max fuel saving. Copy.
Just want him to close that gap. It's learning right now. Are we bad because I'm bad, or are we bad because we're bad? It's like, am I doing things wrong, or is it just because we're slower and we have to accept the fact we're slower? It's a bit of both, I feel. Push him on lap 2 so we can get DRS on lap 3. Yes. So I think I might go for deploy here.
Use the rest.
Copy.
He should use it out of the corners as he accelerates away. There he goes. And then he should regain it on braking. There he goes. And we'll do the same with Albon.
Yeah.
I'm understanding this now. Thank you, chat.
Okay.
You are basically teaching me the game as we go. Who do I think is going to win the Belgian Grand Prix? I would love it to be Leclerc. I'd really love it to be Hamilton, to be honest. But I think Leclerc would be a good one. Sainz as well, I wouldn't mind. As long as they're not in a blue car, I'm happy. Unless it's a Williams, of course, in which case I'll be elated. Right, let's calm down on fuel. Because right now,
Leave core increase, please.
we're not finishing the race.
Copy.
So Albon is right up behind Stroll.
Okay.
I just remembered I haven't turned off the old face cam. There we go. So Albon he's trying, bless him. Look, he's pushing Stroll like you wouldn't believe. Now I understand how the ERS works a little bit better now as well. He will deploy it on corner exits, and that's it. It's not like me when I'm driving and I've just got the button pressed down the whole time. We will have to keep an eye on their... I mean, Logan's fuel's a little concerning right now. But we'll keep an eye on their ERS, so Logan's probably going to have to back off soon. Here comes Albon, though. He's moved out of the slipstream early, which I don't like. I mean, Max started at the back in... what was the last race? Hungary. He was Hungary, wasn't it? And he ended up finishing... My God, I've actually forgotten what the last race was. It was Hungary, right? Have we had Hungary yet? Yes, we have, because they interviewed Ocon about winning there last year. Yes. And he finished on the podium. So, in fact, he won it, didn't he? It was only a few weeks ago. You guys might want face cam, but I realised the other day just how much of the screen gets covered with the face cam on. So it makes sense to have it off during races. I know you want to see me think, and you want to watch me sweat, but...
Copy.
Come on, Alex. I feel like Christian did when he was in the Red Bull. I'm like, come on, put your foot down. Get the overtake. He's so close. He just needs to believe. I mean, on the pit straight, I might just tell him to whack it into overtake. It is less usage, but I mean,
Check the DRS.
Overtake, right?
Copy.
You've got no energy left anyway, so we're gonna have to drop back and harvest for a bit. So at this point, we might as well speed up time. Wow, he's got loads of fuel. He's actually still not far behind. Logan's opened up a nice gap to Vettel. And he's still within touching distance of Mick. He's within DRS. Is the game hard to learn? Yes and no. I think, like I said, learning the core components of F1 and management games, the game helps you with that. But learning things like when to deploy ERS, which I clearly still haven't learned, And I guess it's kind of like it holds your hand for the most part, but then there's a couple of things. I'm trying to think of a way of wording this politely. There's a couple of things where like you have to really understand F1 to know what to do, like ERS usage, and I mean, even I'm kind of relying on my motorsport manager knowledge for the tyres here,
You can afford
but
to
I
drop
don't think this is how this game works. You can go back
It's
to
back
neutral
off.
now.
Copy, copy.
We're almost ready to stick you back on neutral. So again, Albon's close. Logan's dropped back from Mick now, but if we stick you on neutral, you should start to close the gap again. And we can start to speed up time now. We're going to go for an epic undercut with Logan. No idea if it's going to work. Albon, we're still telling him to push. Oh, we have a safety car. Ooh.
Safety car. Safety car.
Ooh. Guys, what do we do?
Keep delta positive. Keep delta
We
positive.
can't really pit Albon.
Yeah, copy, copy.
I think with Albon, we just have to keep him out there. Because of his the tyre strategy we went for. He could gain some places here. I think Logan, what was his strategy? That's the problem I have. So if I ignore for a second,
Yellow red.
pause the game.
Yeah,
When
copy.
was Logan due to pit? It was lap. So where are we now? We're lap. It doesn't actually tell us. Oh, lap 10. There we go. So he was due to pit 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If we stick him on the mediums now for a long stint and then change maybe around lap 40 for another set of mediums. Pit Sergeant. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. That is what I'm thinking. I think we bring Logan in. Do we attempt to fix his underfloor as well, or is that... I don't even know if that's something we can do. Oh, we're not retiring him. Oh, no. I'm tempted sometimes, believe me, but no. So car parts. It's actually weird that you can't... I guess you can only change the front wing. I'm thinking of Motorsport Manager again, aren't I? That's not this game, guys. It's completely different. Box Sergeant for mediums. Yeah, I'm agreeing with you guys on that one. I think that's a smart move. And I think we leave Alex out and see if he can climb. So in comes Logan.
Who's running wide there?
No one else is actually pitting. Vettel pitted. Oh, Vettel's out. Wait, oh. I missed the replay. Is there a way to watch replays again if you missed them? Or is that done now? I kind of wanted to see what happened. Yeah, Albon, we're bunching. Right now, we are bunching. We might as well harvest ERS while we're running slow. We can stick you back on balanced. That's the other thing. Do I change tyres now to conserve whilst we're under the safety
increase
car? Or
lifting codes.
Okay.
who knows? Well, hopefully one of you guys will know, but I don't. Sergeant has caught up now. Safety car ends this lap.
Yes.
We're ready to go racing. So I want to ride on board with Logan for the end of the safety car here. Now, do we just go for it? That's the question. I think with Albon, we tell him to push. We can go a bit more aggressive.
We
And we'll
think
go with
you
the
can
Prix.
reduce lifting
And
codes.
to be honest, we could do the same with Logan and see if we can just catch the other drivers. If we can do what Russell did to
Push on with the
Perez,
tyres.
that would be lovely.
Yes.
Here we go, green light.
Focus and push.
Copy.
I think we're racing again, and we kind of are gaining on Stroll. Oh yeah, we're gaining on Stroll. Right, you got to get this move done, Alex. No, what'd you slow down for? You got to get it done. Stop pulling out of the slipstream early. Get it done. 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 There we go. Got it done. Nice work. We might go a bit crazy on the
Okay, do you want to
tyres still.
increase lift and
Where's
coast?
Logan in relation? Oh, Logan's miles
Yep,
behind.
copy.
What's happened to Logan?
Stay firm on DRS.
That's the wrong thing. Tyres are a bit hot, but otherwise, he's in good position to... He's caught him up now. Maybe it was just a transponder issue. Yeah, he's gaining. He's fine. And Albon's opened up a gap on Stroll as well, which is very nice to see. Here comes Logan. Oh, he's just had to tuck in again. He's going around the outside, is he? Not quite. Is he going to get him into the chicane? No, he's too far behind. We might get him on DRS this lap, though. We should probably go neutral on ERS for a little bit. Again, he's got excess fuel. I don't think he's got the ERS, but he has got the DRS. Oh, it's really close. He's on the wrong side of the track, really. But took the inside line up turn 2. He actually got it done. Good work, Logan. Albon currently is up to 15th because Magnussen and Tsunoda have pitted. And we are running Albon late into the race.
There's an overtake from Williams.
This could go well. I think I'm getting too excited too soon right now, but this could go well. I think for Albon, if we have you on harvest for a lap, and we could probably do the same with Logan. Stroll's dropped back. He hears me. That's good. Radio still works then.
Sounds
Right,
like
we need
someone's
you to
locked
calm
up.
down on your tyres, and you can go back to neutral now. You can go to neutral, and we need you to stop pushing. Sweet. Points are on. I wouldn't go that far. I just want to meet the sponsor objective right now. There's another safety car. Oh, what do I do on this one though? I don't think there's any point pitting either of them because it goes against our strategy. Who's out this time then? Ocon. What happened?
We want to leave Co, please.
Nothing.
Give me a replay. Come on, game. Don't tell me I missed it again. No face cam during the races. I'll turn it on again after for the next race. Did I miss the replay again? Oh, man. That's 2 epic crashes we've potentially missed out on here. Right, we might as well go for harvest again while we're under the safety car. Now, the other problem we've got right now is Magnussen and Tsunoda, who were a long way behind, are now gaining again. And Stroll is right behind us on the restart too. How racy are we feeling? Pit Sergeant, because he'll be ahead of K-Mag. We've already pitted Logan. How many laps are we in now? Lap 21, and we pitted on lap 11. So we've only been on these for 10 laps. There's no point. Oh, calm your tyres down. Logan, there we go. Mediums for Albon, depending on the lap. I think we risk it and stay out. Both of them. If we can get a good restart, if we can keep Logan ahead of Stroll, and we can keep Magnussen and Tsunoda behind, I might even just tell Sargent to keep the 2 or the 3 behind, like hold them back, so that Albon can push forward and try and, I was going to say score the points, but you know what I mean, reach the sponsor objective. Let's go until safety car's in. We can't even see where Ocon crashed because he's back in the pits. Push on the lap, the safety car comes in.
Safety car in
So you mean
this
like
lap?
do it now?
Copy.
We look at reducing.
So I want
the
Logan
lift
to
and
hold up
Copy.
the guys behind. So I want Albon full
Reduce lift
deploy.
and coast.
We can go a little
Okay.
aggressive on the
Happy
tyres.
to increase pace. Copy.
Hold back cars behind. We're gonna proper, like, complete gamesmanship this restart. Already Albon's alongside Schumacher. You're not allowed to do that anymore, Alex. Not since the incident. He's going, though. He's going. He tried to pull out of the slipstream. Again, I mean, that would have been an epic lunge if he'd attempted one there. Oh, he actually tried to congratulate him there. That's a nice touch. Let's see what you can do. Come on. They're all stacked ahead of you, Alex. You can get past one. Ricardo's the next one. Then your good old friend Lando. He's gaining. He is gaining. I'm going to keep an eye on his ERS. And Logan is opening a gap. I might stick Logan on defend. Here comes Albon. Again, he pulled out too early. I'd have gone to the right there myself as well. But, I don't know. I'm not a professional race driver. What do I know? He's so close. He's within a tenth. Oh, he's tried it round the outside. I might have to tell him to pull back a little bit now. If he can get it done. No, ERS is at 0. I don't think he's getting it done
DRS
soon.
is enabled.
DRS is back. Oh, Schumacher's pitted. All right. Here we go then, peeps. We're up into the points. This is all going to go horribly wrong, though, when we pit. Because we're going to lose like 20 seconds from pitting. And we're suddenly going to realise just how far behind we are again. 8th and 9th. Let's go.
DRS is currently disabled. DRS is
Oops.
currently disabled.
Copy.
I'm a numpty. Forgot to check his. So I think Albon has got enough now. We can go neutral. Fuel's fine. How long are we going into the race for your tyres? We're not going to reach your tyres switch at this rate. So we might have to tell you to go a bit easier. Albon's up to 7th. Logan's dropped to 10th. But we were on harvest. So let's try this now.
That's a position gained for Alpha Tauri.
Okay, so Logan is starting to drop back down now. I think reality's starting to take over once more. There's not really much for me to do right now, though, until Albon's pit stop. So we'll just let him go. Albon is 2.5 seconds ahead of Magnussen, although that gap is now closing. Go a bit more aggressive on tyres again, I suppose.
We could do with a bit more pace now if you've got it.
When's Logan
Copy.
due in again? There's supposed to be another stop here. Right? Oh, is it because we pitted early? Well, that's stupid. We're definitely going to have to pit him again. So Albon's coming in around lap 40 as well. So we could try a double stack. And we'll switch you to the... Oh, not intermediates. Mediums. And then we can just tell you to go for it. Hell for leather. Let's try this. We'll stick you on A. So you're late 40s, you're early 40s. So actually that was a mistake. If we do it around the same time. So their pit window is the same, but we'll pit them either together and hope that there's a big enough gap, or we'll pit them separately, like a lap apart, something like that. Albon's 7th right now, though. I think Magnussen is starting to catch. There's a bit of a gap. What I'm worried about is when we pit, we're going to come out all the way down here somewhere. So we need to watch when everyone else pits. Because some of the drivers ahead of us haven't pitted yet. So they're going late too. What tyres are they on? A lot of them are on hards. I mean, Stroll's going to be in again soon. So's Sargent, obviously. Use ERS. What, on deploy? Or just defend? For Albon, we could go with defend. Ugh, that's really close. I don't like how close he is. We've got like another 10 laps before we pit. And I'm a bit worried about the tyres. If we're cooking our tyres, that's not going to help our pace.
Copy.
Where is he? Oh, he's gone past. No, he's there. Alright, go neutral for a bit. Where's Logan? Logan's down in 15.
A new race position for Haas.
We got Verstappen behind us now. I mean, I'd love to hold up Max. I can't see it happening. Logan's down in 16th now.
Looks like that was a position gained for Alfa
What's the
Romeo.
gap between us and I mean, it's Leclerc, Verstappen. So they've all pitted now. These guys, but the ones ahead still haven't. So as long as we don't lose too much pace, because that's the gamble you take. If you lose too much pace by pitting too late, then you don't get the advantage from pitting late. Yeah, I think that made sense. It made sense in my head. I think I've just got to trust the strategy. Stick to the strategy that we had. You need to harvest for a bit. Funny enough, despite the fact we're harvesting, you are struggling to... Verstappen is struggling to get past. It's going to happen here. And here comes Leclerc as well. And... yeah, I spoke too soon. Stick that back on neutral. We're still in the points. There's 5 seconds between us and Stroll. We are coming up to the pit window for Albon.
Okay,
Yellow
there's a big
flag.
crash.
Big crash.
Copy.
As Schumacher overtakes Sargent.
Yellow
Don't
head,
see
yellow
that
head.
one. I want to see the crash.
Yes.
Stroll.
Let's
Stroll
take a
crashed.
closer look.
Stroll
Let's have a look
crashed.
here. This was the Aston Martin.
Is he still running? Oh, he locked up. He went straight on. No, he's not still running, is he? I'm pretty sure that's a DNF. So we're swapping Albon onto the softs, aren't we? Yes. So that could be good. As you say, track grip is high. As long as it stays dry. Stroll is still running. He's lost his front wing. But he's only dropped 3 places. No safety car. We're still running. Albon's now got both Mercedes breathing down his neck. Logan's in 16th. What's the view like out the rear window? Not bad.
Alpha
Can't
Tower
complain.
regained a place.
Sonoda's now got past Logan. Your tyres are... yeah. Your tyres are gone. Maybe we'll swap Logan onto the softs as well then. What do you reckon? How long has he got left? So we're on lap 44. So he'll have 19/18 laps to run. I think we have to keep him on the mediums. But we will pit him now because he's not going to achieve anything by trying to stay out. No, not the wets, the mediums. There we go. Car parts, that's all fine. Estimated pit stop time, go. And yeah, we'll keep Albon out for a little bit longer. and you don't want to keep him out too long. His tyres are starting to go. We'll stick him on defend for a bit. Especially down the straight here, it'd be useful. He's keeping the Mercs behind. Ooh, one of them slipped past. Actually, no, neutral. Neutral, neutral.
Copy.
Right, Logan's in.
The full white line and perimeter.
Logan's still ahead of Lance. So that's fine. Soft to medium was too early for Logan, not worth it. Yeah, I think... Because we pitted on the safety car, so we gambled on that. The advantage now, though, with Logan is we can potentially push the tyres a little bit more. Because they're fresher. So, he has lost the ground to Stroll. But he might be able to make it up.
Make sure you give some energy.
Meanwhile, Albon has now lost out to Russell as well. We've just entered the pit window for Albon. Considering we're putting him on the softs, I will hold off a little bit for him.
So what ERS?
Copy.
Yeah, watch your ERS. Bottas making moves. Stay back, Valtteri. Valtteri. They never get the memo.
A position gained for Alfa Romeo.
Right. You can go back on neutral. What are you on right now? You're still on neutral. So his pit window is coming up. We're very close to it. Okay. Let's do it. We're going to stick you on the softs. Everything else is fine. Let's go.
Boxing, it's that box.
That should see us through to the end of the race.
Box.
Still got fuel.
Tyres aren't really coming down. Yeah, copy.
Albon's in the pit lane entry. You've still got fuel. Your tyre usage is alright. Tyres are a little bit warm, but we can live with that. Oh, I see what you mean. Swap Logan onto the hards instead of the medium. Yeah, actually, that would have been smart. I think I need to employ a strategist. Because I clearly haven't got a clue what I'm doing right now. Very obvious. Right, so Albon, there's no point pushing Albon's tyres. He has dropped to 16th. But Mick might pit again. Don't think Yuki will. In fact, Yuki already has pitted twice. I feel like we could still be onto something here. Let's just whack it into fast forward for a bit more. Is he closing the gap? That's the question. You can go a little faster here.
Check the DRS. Copy.
Oh. Literally as I do that, he runs out. Gearbox is showing a bit of wear. Yeah, he's losing ground because of the harvesting. We were so close. If someone else DNFs, we will finish in 15th. Oh, it was a yellow flag then. I saw it briefly. So briefly. Magnussen with the lockup.
Now just focus on the Haas.
I got excited. Oh wow.
Yes,
Yeah, he's proper. He's proper messed that up, hasn't he?
The team are devastated.
So we've got a new underfloor coming. And I think it's a front wing that I was working on. Can't actually remember now. How can I... Just everything. Do everything.
Go push. Copy.
We're about to get lapped. Sainz is winning though, so that's encouraging. In fact, Verstappen's 4th. Very happy with that. Yeah, we're not catching Tsunoda. How is this gap getting bigger? Is it the tyres? Is it because I'm baking the tyres? Probably because I'm baking the tyres. Fuel usage. I mean, you're not going to be benefiting, are you?
Okay, back off.
Copy.
There's a huge gap. We can do car comparison after this race, actually. That'd be useful. Sainz is on the last lap. So we're comfortably 16th. Lance isn't catching us. Yellow flag sector 1, but that's because the race is finished for Carlos. Here comes Albon.
And Sainz crosses the line first. He's taken the win.
I think Albon's only raced 62 laps here. Not the worst race. Not the worst race. If we'd had one more DNF, we would have finished in the sponsor's position. I feel like the strategy was kind of working, but maybe we waited a little too long for Albon. His tyres weren't quite up to condition. And also, we should have put Logan on the hards instead of the mediums. Okay, tyre temps are fine until it goes orange. See, that's what I thought in the first race in Bahrain, that someone was saying that they were getting too hot, so I assumed yellow was too hot. But no, that makes sense. We're Williams, guys. What do you expect? You know? With the greatest of respect to Williams, we are Williams. We're about where you'd expect us to be. We might occasionally challenge where others don't, but for the most part, we are Williams. What? Why are we still in the race? There we go.
What a pleasure it was to watch Alex Albon on the track. And an amazing result to match.
Yes, we can use them in yellow still. I figured they would tell us when the... Oh, hello. We're on the ground. I figured they would tell us when tyres were getting too hot on the radio. Perez fastest lap. Carlos with the win. So the Drivers' Championship. Carlos is currently leading. Max is only third. That's interesting. And Ferrari are dominating Red Bull. Love to see it. So yeah, we're down here. But, you know, we went up 3 places with Albon. We went up 2 with Logan. It's not bad. It's not bad. And the XP is very useful right now. I'll take that all day long. Leave your face cam on in race, it's better. I'm very flattered, but I do cover some valuable info. Sponsors money. Oh, if only it could have been that little bit more. Just that little bit more. And they do tell on the radio. Awesome. Manufacturing of the suspension complete. We will have to change Logan's gearbox by the sounds of things. ATR period ending soon. Oh. Does it renew? Does it actually renew? Am I being dumb? We can't do anything right now anyway, but that would be useful if that's true. Oh, Patrick Stafford's happy. Again, it'd be cool if you could like watch the highlights back here, see the crashes, things like that. We met expectations. Confidence has increased. Good. So I'm not being fired anytime soon. Do we have any development points? Not yet. I reckon we're not far off one though. New front wing. So the design of that is complete. So I assume now, yeah, now we manufacture it. And I'm going to get 3 of them. So we've got 1 for each car and a spare. And I'm guessing that means we now have the ability to design something new. I'm going to assume. Yeah. So what should we design, guys? What do you reckon? Chassis. We've just had a new front wing. We've already worked on suspension. So I think it'll be rear wing, side pods or chassis. And I'm going to experiment with something here. So we've got chassis, rear wing, whoops, and side pods. So don't vote in the chat. Vote in this poll instead. There we go. I'm going to see if this works. So we've got one for chassis so far, one for rear wing. If you're in the chat, guys, vote for what you want to see us develop. One for each now. Okie dokie. So I'm going to give it 1 more minute, and then I'm going to come back and we'll design something new. But whilst all that's going on, I'm going to head back to this. Not this. Head back over here. And we're going to look at what's coming up next, which is the Miami Grand Prix. Now, we've got 3 million in the bank, so I'm not going to try and do anything that spends money. But I am going to have a look around and see. So, Logan, no development points. We know that. Albon, no development points. I would love to give Aitken a run in practice. But I don't know how we'd benefit from that, because surely his feedback on the car setup will not match the driver that he's deputizing for. So I don't see the point of that. Board. I assume they're still happy. Board budget. Looks like we're under budget. 9th row. Oh, did we move up in the standings? No, we're still 10th. It looked like they were happy. Although we... Yeah, it's us and Aston are the only teams that haven't scored points yet. We're well under the cost cap. I just feel like we need to spend loads of money now. Right, back here then, because I'm going to close the poll now, and it looks like chassis has won it with 40% of the votes. I don't know if you guys can actually see. Oh, there you go. 40% of the votes, chassis wins it. So we're going to go with a brand new chassis. And now I know that the hours potentially renews, I might as well like go hell for leather on it. Like 10 hours here. 1.5 hours. So when it says the next ATR period, does it renew? Does it go back? Like, does everything reset to what it was on before? Or is it just there's like 3 periods throughout the year? Testing is done in blocks known as aerodynamic testing restriction periods. Each ATR period limits how many hours a team can spend on aerodynamic testing. So that, to me, implies that, yeah, it will renew. Can I do an extra race today? So I'm going to do the Miami Grand Prix. I'm probably going to wrap things up after that. But we'll see. We will see. People are saying yes. So it does renew after it resets. So in that case, why don't I just go like mental on this and see if we can really upgrade the car. On 2 months it resets. Okay. So if I put 40 hours into this, you're telling me that I'm not going to end up using half of the... Spend what you have until it renews. I'm trusting you guys here. Don't let me down. Right, let's go. Focus preset. Race performance. So engine cooling is going to suck, but drag reduction and airflow are going to improve massively. And then for the engineers, we've got 3 available, so we might as well do it. And we could go for rushed. And we could go for intense as well, because the budget doesn't increase too much. Not worth 40. So spend what I have, but don't spend 40. I have not compared where I'm bad at. I was going to do that in a second. I will need your guidance on that one too. I'm just going to confirm this. It's probably completely wrong, but we're going to go for it anyway. So where's comparison? Is it car analysis? And then, yeah, grid average. So right now, top speed we're significantly slower. Acceleration, we're not far behind, but, you know, a 1/100th of a G could be massive. Low speed is rubbish. Medium speed is rubbish. High speed, rubbish. Top speed, rubbish. There's a whole kilometre an hour almost difference there. So let's compare to the Aston. So here's where we're better, and here's where they're better. So they've got a higher top speed. They've got a higher acceleration. 20 on rear wing, 20 on chassis. I don't think I've got another development slot. So I can only do one at a time right now. I believe that's the case. We've got better medium speed and high speed cornering. The new chassis might help with the low speed. So if I change car, and if we go with Albon's car, I don't think that made any difference at all compared to Vettel. But what if we change it to Stroll's car? Yeah, that still made no difference. Okay. So yeah, if I go car parts development, current projects. So we've got underfloor research going on right now. Chassis, and then 2 underfloors being manufactured, which we could probably change that to 3. Because we have the money for it now. And 3 new front wings. I mean, I'm not changing my starting team now because we're 4 races into the season. Eventually, I'll upgrade the factory so we can do more stuff. But right now, I think we can continue. Right. Underfloor, low stock. Yes, but we're manufacturing that, are we not? Wasn't that literally what I just said? Yeah. So, next one's in 3 days, completion in 8 days. So we'll have some underfloors. That's fine. And you've told us twice again because you're really panicked. It's all good. It's all good. Don't worry, Francois. We know what we're doing. Board confidence. Board is satisfied. Keep performing. Good stuff. Financial report. I imagine we are rich as you wouldn't believe. I mean, it's not helpful. Here we go. So right now, total incoming 72 million, outgoing 73 million. So we are making a loss right now, but sponsor payout could increase, which will balance that out. And then projection. So we're expected to end on 96.8 million. So again, we should be fine. Monthly car development report. Car's top speed could be improved compared to the grid. Yep. Well aware of that. Still can't develop anything, so there's no point getting too upset about that. Gearbox. So we need to change Logan's gearbox. We've got some in the pool, thankfully, that we can still use. Install. There we go. Back in the game. So his gearbox lasted a race longer than Albon's, which is interesting. Manufacturing of that new front wing complete. So I believe that is a brand new front wing. So on that logic, I want to put that on Albon's car, because that should... Yeah, it improves things. It improves low speed cornering, funny enough. By quite a bit. That's good. The high speed corners does decrease. But we're in Miami. There's a couple of high speed corners, but nothing massive. And otherwise, top speed doesn't change. DRS top speed changes though. Dirty air cornering also increases. That's a huge jump on the low speed. Love it. Although it's DRS. Oh, sorry, it's not DRS. It's dirty air cornering. Yeah, so Miami, that's useful. Because of that horrible chicane. Right. Race prep. So, performance targets. Reach Q2. Finish position of 15th. And the finish streak is still there. So, driver overview. Is there a way to put him in the car for practice? Is that something I can do? I don't think it is. Not that I can see. I would like to swap my drivers round as well. So Albon is in car 1 and Logan's in car 2. So we've got like a Hamilton scenario on right now where he's technically the senior driver but he's in the second car. Which is still weird to see.
We're in the state of year-round summer.
Alright,
It's the
same as
Miami
before
Grand
then.
Prix, and we're here in Florida at the
Well,
Miami
how do you swap-
International Autodrome.
How do you
The
swap
streets of
drivers in
Miami
for
Gardens
practice
will
sessions?
come
Do
alive
I do
with
it
the
here?
roar of racing.
Or is it too late now? Right. So, yeah, same as before. We will run P1. And then we will skip P2 and P3. Car setup. At this point, we'll just leave it right smack bang in the middle. Driving options. No point changing anything there. Compounds. We'll go with hard. Again, car setup. Fine. And then all of this stuff. There. Go. Manage. You can put your reserve in a car. Yeah. How? I don't know how. Not a clue.
Radio check. Can you hear me okay?
Again, I've sent Logan out first. I'm so sorry,
Copy.
Logan.
Radio check.
Clearly, you are the second driver in my eyes, even though your T-bar doesn't have the yellow on it. Mind you, Albon's doesn't appear to have the yellow on it either. No, it doesn't. They're both the same. Well, there you go. Alrighty then. Miami. So Hamilton when he first started, yellow was like his colour. So he's more associated with purple these days, but he had a yellow helmet when he first started in F1 at McLaren. So I think this year he just wanted to go back to that. Kind of like a fresh start kind of thing. New car regs, fresh start. So he asked if he could have the yellow T-bar and the yellow numbers and everything yellow. And then he went a weekend where he didn't wear his yellow helmet and it looked really weird.
Sounds like a spin.
Oh, we got to watch
Here's the
Verstappen
replay.
spin.
Now here we see Max Verstappen.
Here we go. And whee! There he
That's where they
goes.
spin out. That's going to be a big blow
At the
to
menu,
team.
you have to click on a
Will they be
driver,
able
then
to
you can put
recover?
reserve driver in.
We'll see.
Ah, okay. So I was trying to do it through Aitken's screen, but maybe you do it through the other screen. Verstappen currently, oh, he was slowest. Now he's third. Damn it. Verstappen and his amazing recovery skills. How annoying. So Logan's close to giving us feedback. He's quick, actually, with his feedback. He's a lot faster than Albon. Albon's currently, actually it's Sargent who's currently holding up like half the grid.
Car balance feedback when capacity.
So Logan says something feels off. Albon actually has feedback. I didn't see what it was.
Okay. Car just feels like we have oversteer.
Oversteer.
Alright,
Understeer. What did he say? Understeer. Tyres getting in the wall. Okay, so yeah, he does say. Here they come then. The Williams train. Choo-choo. And in they go. I love how they drive into the garage. Like, no F1 driver drives into the garage like that. They always go in on skates. So first of all, we need to get cornering back there. Like so. And now we got to get straights back, which is not that one. It is... Nope, not that one either. How do you... Is straights only affected by wing? Well, that's somewhat annoying. Mind you, it's bad anyway, so what's the point of... Let's try this. Run plan, 20 laps. We might as well keep you on the same tyres because you've barely been out. Go. Albon, 34 as well. Oof. First practice on Miami... Sorry, free practice on Miami is crazy. Everyone crashes on the chicane and locks up. Really? At the first menu, when you can switch tyres and everything. Oh, what? Before you start the... So wait, are you talking about once you're in the race weekend, you can still change it? Because that would be useful. Braking stability. Bring this one back. The braking stability is way out of whack right now. This could be good. We'll try that. Run plan 20 laps again. Right. Let's go. Wow, Logan's pit crew are really quick as well. Before you start FP1. Yeah, I think I know what you mean. I think I'm understanding. Hopefully I'm understanding. Alright, Albon's got the new front wing that he needs to get used to. So I think he's getting to grips with that right now. Logan just loves his car parts. He's a big fan of the suspension. I was going to make a joke, but I don't think there is one there, to be honest. We're lapping quite a way off the pace still. It's going to be a tricky one. Also, like, half the grid are in the pit right now. Clearly they don't need to get to grips with their car as much as we do. Logan's holding up Hamilton. Albon is running behind Mick, getting a lovely tow, I must say. What? Multiple cars crashed. In practice... Oh, we need a replay of this.
Okay, there's a big crash.
Who's involved?
Let's
Crash
have a
involving
look.
multiple cars.
Okay, here's the Ferrari.
Ferrari and an Alfa Tauri. Wow. Oh,
That's
risky
the
going
contact
too
there.
wide into
Oh,
there.
there's chaos on the track.
Wow. Yeah, that's unexpected. I was not expecting to see a two-car crash in practice. Really appreciate the way Albon's giving our engine supplier a tow. Although I don't think Hamilton's is happy somehow. Wait, that was Logan, sorry, not Albon. Did I say Logan? I don't know. I don't even know anymore.
Get back in the car.
Call them in, adjust setup. I can do that now because we know we should have the feedback now from Logan. Still waiting on Alex. He's so slow. Up to 58. So cornering is still way off. It's just cornering and braking stability, which we can adjust. So cornering is here. This might be... Nope. So I need to do this, and then I need to bring it back with that. But now my anti-roll... So wait, revert. Go again. So I think anti-roll would be how to get these in position. But I don't want it on 0. And then some wing movement as well. But we're still miles off in cornering. Help me out here, guys. How do I get cornering up, braking stability down, without messing everything else up? We could do this. And toe. Actually, toe helps too. Could go with that. Again, the anti-roll, it just moves cornering the wrong way. I'm going to go with this. And see what this does. We haven't got time for 20 laps. So I'm going to reduce this to 10. Actually, that tells you there, doesn't it? That can't be right. 12 laps isn't going to be 10 minutes, is it? Anti-roll adjust. The moment when you have 2 red flags and... Oh, no safety car till Spain. Toe out, yeah. The annoying thing is, I've recorded a script of me giving the advice on how to do each part of the setup, and I just can't for the life of me remember what it was I said. Alright, Albon. You're not going to get us feedback in time. So I'm hoping things pay off with him. What is he playing at? It's taking him forever. So slow right now. Right, Albon's got the feedback. Come in. We haven't really got time for him to go out on a proper program, but we might be able to put him out for a lap or so. Where is he? There he is. So he's coming in. Oh, I didn't send Logan out in time. Oh, I got that too. Yeah, 1 lap run in quali. So you suggested earlier, didn't you, to just do 1 run in Q1 and save it till right at the end. 68, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. I reckon braking stability here is the problem, which we can fix with tyre camber and then just a smidge of anti-roll to kind of bring that back in line, and some toe. Actually, again, it's just toe. I think toe is the only thing we need to change here. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So run plan, I mean, how long have we got left? You've got time for like 2 laps. 3 laps. There you go. Is it even worth it? Priority to Albon. Yep. So, would you suggest 2 laps for Logan and 1 for Albon in Q1? Or would you say 2 for Albon and 1 for Logan? I think Albon's just come out in time for the flag. 3 seconds off the pace. It's pretty slow. Good data. So we have no idea of their setup confidence because neither of them finished their program. Car parts is close. Track acclimatization is about where we need it to be, actually. Bear in mind, P2, P3 will improve things. So what you're saying right now is... that's where you do it. But you can only do it in P1, which is fair enough. That makes so much sense. Right, sim to quali. Whoops, sorry, just hit my microphone. 2 run both on 1 lap. What do you mean by 2 run both on 1 lap? Do 1 run on a work set of softs and 1 on a new set. People saying don't do it. I mean, you gotta remember, guys, I read your messages like 30 seconds after you post them.
Our race weekend continues.
Don't do what?
Into qualifying. While everyone
I'm so confused. Carlos, grid penalty. Oof. Probably changing parts or something. Nothing sinister. So P3, Albon up to 18th, not bad. Logan down in 20th. I think Albon's front wing might be having an effect. Setup confidence, 84 and 86. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? 1 in start and 1 at the end. Oh, right. So do 2 runs in Q1, both single lap. And then save the late run for as late as possible. I get you now. I get you now. Flying lap then, 1-1. I think we're ready. Let's go. Manage. 1 week I might just sim quali and see what the AI can achieve. So I'm going to go out really early and get the banker lap in. You said to do it on old set of tyres, didn't you? Oh well. Carlos grid penalty for crashing with the... Oh, was it Carlos who... I don't know why I thought it was Charles. That'd be harsh. I wouldn't have said that was the Ferrari's fault. Right. Albon's being held up a little bit by Gasly. Sargent... Oh no, he's got traffic. He's got a slow Red Bull in front. He's now just... Whoa! I was about to say got out of the way, but that has to be Max, right? Only Max moves across on the braking line like that. Let's watch this lap on board then. Forgot to actually watch a lap in practice, but we've got one now. Here comes Logan. Around the flat out section of the track, I suppose. It's kind of the Jeddah inspired bit, this section. And then up to the... We just needed to add some corners to the map section. This corner, when you're driving an F1 car, is quite fun. Because you can sort of sneak around the outside and nab an overtake or two. That hairpin... not hairpin, sorry. That chicane is the worst thing I think I've ever driven a car around. Try to send them both in clean air. Last 4.5 minutes. Yeah. It's not a bad lap from Logan, but he's the first one out. So no purple sectors, which is concerning. He got a purple third, but very quickly beaten. Gasly's a second faster. Was Albon held up, or what happened to Albon? He's 2.5 seconds slower. Yikes. Okay, bring them both in. Reconfigure. New set of softs. Run plan. That's all fine. Don't need to worry about that anyway. Does that even change anything? No, it doesn't, but we're going to turn it off anyway. Albon. New set of softs. Run plan. Just turn that off anyway. So you say about 4.5 minutes to go, right? Latifi fired. Got rid of him. Nothing personal. I don't mind him as a driver in real life. But I wanted to stamp my authority on the team. And he was the one in the crosshairs, because I do like Albon. Right, we're coming up to the golden hour. Slow down time. What's the track looking like right now? Quiet. Go. I've probably messed this up already. Probably should have sent Alex out first. You never know, though. Sargent's 10th. I've just noticed that. Wow. Send Albon first. Yeah, sorry, I read that too late. And send him on the same set as well. Read that late too, sorry. I I'm now experiencing the other side of a live stream chat where you're basically screaming at the screen like, why did he do that? Magnussen, currently the driver at risk. Here we go. Riding on board with Albon. What if I tell him to push? Like, he's on auto at the moment, but what if I stuck him on manual and just told him to push? Would that make any difference at all, or would that just be a waste of my time? To be honest, we probably could have got 2 laps in here. Oh, Albon running a little wide there. At least be a green first sector. Oh, traffic. Get out of the way. McLaren. And a Red Bull. Right, Albon's green. Logan's yellow. 1 sec. Just got to remove some chat messages. He would be on push anyway. That's what I figured. I figured, you know, if he's on auto, he's probably pushing. Ideally, we need to get past this Mercedes. Thank you. Something tells me we're not getting through now. Too much traffic. Track was quiet. I thought it was a good time to go. Is that an Aston? That's an Alpha. Alpha Tauri. He needs to get out of my way, whoever he is. Albon's not improved. No. Logan's still top 10 though. I don't know what he had for breakfast this morning, but it's worked. It's not going to stay that way. He's going to drop like a stone. There's Logan. Unless we slow the cars behind down, of course. There you go, 12th. 13th. 14th. That's where it all goes wrong, guys. Albon's 18th. With Stroll still to set a time. 19th. Logan's now dropped out. 18th and 19th. It's the hope that kills you, isn't it? It really is the hope that killed you. I don't know if going later would have helped. I think going earlier. I think actually going when the track was quiet would have been the best time to do it.
Race day has arrived and the time has come for these drivers.
Sorry, Crofty, I'm not really interested in listening to you right now. Nothing personal. Right. Strategy. So, going long does seem to work. It's a case of what do we do? 2-stopper seems to be the meta here. Now we could put Logan on a hards to start with and go long and switch to softs. Not softs, sorry, mediums. But he will have to go very long. What's the... hang on. What's the tyre life of hards? 46 laps. And how many laps is the race? 56. So what if we did that? C or A? A looks like that's a pretty quick. I mean, for Logan, I think he's going to get the short stick. Whatever we do. Click on edit, see the tyre life. So let's choose this one for now. Does it show? Hard mediums for Sergeant. Hope for safety car. Yeah. I'm tempted for Sergeant though to do medium hard. And then do the inverse for Albon. What do you think? So they're both technically doing 1-stops. but Logan would start on the mediums, switch to the hards, whereas Albon would start on the hards, switch to the mediums, and go long. So I think... what do you reckon? Increase it? Where does it say the tyre life? Okay, people are agreeing with me, which makes me worried. I reckon something like... I mean, you kind of want to stop early if you're going on to hards. So I don't know what it was on before. This. So lap 25, which is a nice number. Nice round number. I kind of want them on, both on one stoppers. Medium, medium, soft would probably be smart, but where's the fun in that? I think this. I think this for Logan. And then we do the inverse for Albon. No, not... Oh, hang on. It's because I've got to change that first. Yeah. And then we go long into the race, like lap 40, basically. Actually, at that point, we might as well switch to softs, right? The line at the bottom. Oh, on here, you mean? So you want that, like where it crosses over, yeah? So would that be here? One stop, hope for safety car. So that's 20 odd laps on mediums, which sounds about right. Let's try that. So your strategy, yeah, you're starting on the mediums, switching to the hards. Albon starting on the hards, switching to the mediums. Do you guys think this is going to work? Not that much. Okay, I'm getting mixed messages again. So I could increase this a little bit. Although it's increasing the time. Oh, people are saying that's fine. Okay, yeah. No, let's just do it. Let's just do it. The more I think about it, the less confident I'm going to be. And I'm pretty certain this number is going to start going down in a minute, the longer I take working out just what the heck they're doing. No more dawdling. Let's do it. Never go below the crossover. Gotcha.
Here, but there are quite a few clouds overhead as we
So we're sailing a little close to the wind.
Here's Williams.
Let's just get into it.
And this is it. The Miami Grand Prix.
Some random guy standing in Lewis's car right now.
And away we go.
Interesting. We're off. I've not changed anything with strategy. Albon already gaining on Sargent. Ricardo's at the back. Oi, Logan. Where are you? Don't fight your teammate. Let him pass. Come on, because we're vulnerable to Ricardo here. Oh, this is a great corner for getting overtakes as well. You wouldn't think it, but you can be very brave there. Push both. Being told to push both. In that case, I'm going to turn that off, otherwise I'll forget. Probably just go full deploy now.
Pushing on.
Copy.
If you've got any pace left, it would be good now.
So Albon is up to 18th. Sargent's dropped back.
Use the arrest.
Yeah, copy.
I just want to see the pace against the Aston
Full
here on
deploy.
this straight.
Yes.
I mean, the ERS usage is heavy. But we are gaining. Look at that. And this straight should be long enough that we can make something happen, maybe. Oh, the king of the late break in Alex Albon. Look at that. What tyres are they on? They start on hards too. But we've got past Stroll. Nice. Good stuff. Right. So ERS. Actually, ERS is
And a
fine
new
still.
position, just gained by Williams.
Everything's looking good. What can I say? We should gain enough on Verstappen here. I'm not quite sure why Verstappen is in 16th place right now. Did he take penalties? This feels surreal. We're battling Verstappen for 16th. Although saying that, we're going to be battling Vettel shortly. We could get him on the straight here too. Here we go. I think we're closer to him than we were to Stroll, although he's on softer tyres than us. But inside line. Good job, Alex. Right, I'm going to turn this down now and rely on DRS, which we should still have on Verstappen. But Vettel will have it on us too. But
And
we have
there's an
opened a gap.
overtake from Williams.
Okay. Are things going really well? Or is something bad about to happen? Go to the graph on the top right. There you see the lap times. Well, up here. I know what you meant. It's not this one. It's this one. Check on fuel. Oh, fuel. Thank you.
Increase, lift and coast.
Thank you. This is why I need you guys here. You're
Yep,
all
copy.
my team.
We want to leave court, please.
So Albon right now, he's lapping faster. Well, he did a faster second sector than Verstappen. I don't think we're close enough. Yeah, we're 7/10. Vettel's behind. But he's a ways behind. He's about the same gap. And even if we lose Verstappen, there is still Yuki. There is still Mick. Those two are toing and froing right now. Guys, should I start feeling confident? Should I start feeling confident, or am I being a bit delusional? Oh, I'm leaving the face cam on for this one as well, by the way, because you guys kept asking me to turn it back on. Stick to max DRS. I mean, we're within DRS of Verstappen. I wish it would focus on your drivers here. So right now, first sector, 5/10 quicker than Verstappen. Why has that gone back up? Stop going back up. Gonna hold it down. Nope, still went back up. Okay, that's annoying. Second sector, slower, but not by much. Bit too... Yeah, we're only 4 laps in. Turn off, don't fight, teammate. Yep, did that. Did that on the opening lap still. We're still cooking our tyres a little bit, but that should be fine. DRS deployment is neutral for both. Fuel is on balance, so it will come back. Logan's getting it back a little bit quicker. That is Sonoda right in front of us here. Try overtake Yuki. So I think I'm going to have to harvest ERS for a little bit for that. Although he's stuck his nose in there. Oh, he got past. I didn't even see that. Do we get a replay?
Good job, good job.
Let's
Completely
see what
missed that,
happened
guys.
there.
That's me
Now
being
watch
me.
this. Here's the moments involving Albon.
Stuck a nose in. Look at that. Who knew Alex Albon could actually drive? Christian Horner didn't, that's for sure.
And there they go, moving up a position. Just incredible manoeuvring.
We have got a pretty good race driver in
Team
our car
watching
right
on
now.
and clearly loving that.
Yeah, we're all like, Albon? Pace? Really? He appears to have it. He just needs to hold off Yuki now. This is a DRS zone coming up. Oh, he's looking for it. He's looking for it. And he's held him off. Good work, Albon. And we got Mick right in front. I mean, I'm feeling like we need to do this. Down the straight here.
Easy overtake.
Okay.
Maybe we're a little too far behind. Yeah, I think we're a little too far behind. I think that was a bit dumb on my part there. Turn off harvest. Try to follow Max. Follow Max? I don't think we're catching Max. I don't know if you can upgrade ERS. I don't think that's beyond a spec part, isn't it? Isn't the ERS usage the same for every team? Albon's in 15th and looking good for it. He has still got Yuki behind, which I am a little nervous about. But I think at this point we can just... Oh, multiple car crash.
That's a position gained for Alpha Tower.
We've lost a place to Sonoda again, but he is right here. Is it a safety car? No, just a yellow flag.
It's a collision. Let's take
Wait,
a
you
closer
crashed?
look. We're just watching the Red Bull.
Oh. Max and...
And
Is that
that's a
Magnussen?
big smash. They'll have felt that.
Yeah. I don't know if it... Was it Magnussen? Must have, yeah, he's got a penalty. So Max is now at the back. We've got Vettel catching us. No safety car, though. That... I don't know if a safety car this early would have benefited us, though. So, probably for the best that we didn't have one. We got no ERS. Harvest our little hearts out now. We've still got Vettel behind. This should be where we're harvesting, right? Because we're not using. Right? No? Maybe? I think, though, the actual F1 regulations, every car has spec parts. So I think the batteries are all from the same supplier, if I recall. I think the entire ERS system is a spec part, so I don't know if you can upgrade it, because everyone's supposed to have the same. Harvest and then push. So deploy or overtake or just put it on neutral and hope for the best. I mean, right now, no, we're losing time. Although we got some back. We can just stay close up to the... Oh, hi Seb. Where did he come from? That's not gone to plan. Magnussen has a penalty as well, mind. So if it's a 5-second penalty, that puts him below us. You harvest in the corner. So I thought when you harvest, when an F1 car harvests, even if it's going down the straight, if they're kind of lifting and coasting, that then charges the battery. Harvest in sector 3, try to get him on the next straight. Use fuel and tyre for a bit.
Okay, max saving, max fuel saving.
It's probably the wrong time
Yes.
to use it, but using tyre in the twiddly bit, that would be a good time to use it. Although saying that, this is Alex Albon. He does the unexpected. Logan's quite a ways down right now. But we could possibly burn his tyres. We could definitely burn some fuel.
Reduce the lift and co.
Copy.
Only in corners. Huh, that is news to me. Because in real F1 you do see drivers harvesting on the straights. That's when the red light's flashing on the back of the car. Interesting that it's not in the game. Come on, Alex. You're going to get him out of the chicane. I'm going to make sure of it. Just stay close. That's it. Round the left-hander here. And push.
You have the overtake.
Full deploy would probably have been
Okay.
smarter here, but we're going to go for overtake. Wow, that literally did nothing. Oh, there we go. No, no. This could be it. This could be it. He's on the wrong side. Ideally, he should be on the inside, but... Oh, it's so close. I thought he'd made it, and he hadn't. The end of the straight, when they brake heavy, so it charges the battery. Again, I'm not sure if that's the case. The ERS is charged, I believe, I'm sort of working off a bit of guesswork here. I believe the ERS is charged through brake regeneration, but I believe the engine itself also has some form of alternator connected to it that it uses to charge the battery. I believe. So from what I've seen, what's a long straight? Azerbaijan, Baku, the pit straight. I believe they start harvesting around halfway down the straight. Don't push on the fuel so much, because then at the end of the race it could make the car retire. Everyone's saying don't push. Oh, you're talking about Logan. I'll say Alex has got loads of fuel.
Leave core increase, please.
Copy.
We're past Vettel now. I completely missed that.
That's right.
And a new position.
They nailed
just
Ricciardo's
gained
form.
by Williams.
He did actually start higher up. Not start higher up. He has actually been performing well. He started at the back, I think, because of a penalty. So MG UK is kinetic energy, so that's turning brake potential, brake force, brake whatever, into energy. And then yeah, MGUH, which is the one they're getting rid of, aren't they, at the next engine reg change? Can push fuel with Albon, yep, working on that. Trying to open a gap to Vettel. We've got a bit of a gap now to Tsunoda, and I'm not really sure how to close it. So pushing tyres. We're in orange, so I should probably tell him to go easy on tyres now.
You can afford to drop back. Yes, okay.
Verstappen is last. He started near the back anyway, it seems. But he collided with Magnussen, who has a not grid penalty. Wow, I'm just losing the will to speak English right now. Magnussen has a penalty of some sort. I don't know if I can see that. I just want to pause for a second in case I missed something important. Does it say what the penalty is? Events, time penalty, 5-second penalty. There we go, for causing a collision. So Verstappen is coming back. It's whether or not he can actually get through the pack now, because he's a long way behind. I think he had to pit for repairs. Yeah, don't go too much on push. We're on one stop.
Okay, back off.
Copy.
Yeah, let me go with that. There we go.
Let's reduce lifting coast by 1 level.
So I suppose we can close the gap
Copy.
on... What tyres is Tsunoda on? Tsunoda is on mediums, so there's no reason for us to rush right now. We'll get him on the pit stops. He might well be on a 2-stopper. He could easily be on a 1-stopper still. He's on a similar strategy to Logan. Mind you, Logan's tyres are in a worse condition right now. Not as bad as Magnussen's, and Magnussen will have the 5-second penalty when he stops.
Aston Martin with a great play there. They've moved up a place.
Oh, we lost a place to Vettel. Oh, God. Hang on. Yeah, try to overcut. That's exactly the plan. So again, I'm in Motorsport Manager mode right now, where I'm just looking at trying to push as long as possible on a single set of tyres. And let everyone else do their 2-stoppers or whatever it is, and then just try and get them on the pit stops. I mean, Albon is having an epic battle with Vettel right now. Go on, round the inside, round the inside. Oh, yeah. I think that's a game engine thing. He just slammed the brakes on there. If someone was behind him, he would have slammed into the back of them. I think we need to harvest with Albon for a little bit. I realise I'm still on tyres. I like to be on intervals. So we've got Ricciardo behind. We've got time to worry about that. We're keeping the gap to Seb. It's reasonable, the gap to Seb. I think at this point we can just go into fast forward mode for a little bit. As long as neither of them deplete there. Go a little bit push here now. We could probably go for
lifting coast. Yes.
Full deploy coming out of the corner here.
Yeah. Deployed. Okay.
So I think we managed to pull off an overtake when we were 7/10 behind. We were 6 there. Might be a bit of an ask. Well, he's trying. He is trying, and there's that late braking again.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Right, let's tone that down again.
Increase lifting coast. Copy.
Pit stops are happening. Vettel pitted there, so maybe we didn't need to push. Up to 11th with Albon, 14th with Logan. How are we doing? Logan needs to harvest a little bit. Push on tyres, do you reckon? How far are we from our stop? So Logan's pretty close. Albon's got a ways to go yet. I think they're both okay for tyres, I'd say. I think they're about where you'd expect them to be. We're actually behind. Albon's behind on tyres compared to, you know, Joe Ocon, Gasly, Alonso, Hamilton. Sargent is on track, I would say. Last lap time, my goodness. Oh, there goes Ricciardo. See you, Danny. Our last lap time was very slow compared to Joe's. Just gonna
with a great overtake.
stick with this for a sec. So we're swapping Logan at 25.
McLaren gain a position.
Norris has got past Logan. Oh, bloody hell, I thought we were going to hit Ricciardo then. Genuinely thought we were going to hit Ricciardo. That wouldn't surprise me. Let's put it that way. It wouldn't surprise me. Come on, push. Push, 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 push. Ah, again, I thought he was going to drive into the back of him. Push Logan for last 2 laps. I might push him on fuel a little bit as well. Maybe go with overtake. Oh, Albon's making moves.
Alpha Tauri gained a place.
We've just lost a place to Sonoda. Albon's riding every curb going right now as well.
Overtake is available if needed.
Yeah, copy, copy.
Alright, yeah, switch Logan on overtake. Pit window's open for him. He's into the danger zone. He's still only half a second off Yuki. But his tyres have gone. I can't imagine he's going to achieve anything from this.
Copy.
Reckon pit him now? Wait a little bit longer?
Haas
He's
with an
losing
overtake.
places. He can't be... This can't be good, right? What do you guys reckon? Stick or twist? If we pit him now, it's only a lap early. Pit. Okay. So we'll switch to the hards. Not going to change anything else. Go. Alright, Alex.
So we are boxing.
Danger zone, yeah.
Copy, boss.
Oh my god. He really wants to hit Ricardo today, doesn't he? Ricardo's pitting now, so let's see if we can open a gap. And it's going to be weird. I'm going to push on fuel, but I'm going to harvest DRS for a little bit.
Yep, copy.
Because we've got to go another... like 6 laps before he pits. 2.7 second stop for Logan. That's pretty good.
Red Bull gained a place.
Stappen's got past us. I guess Stroll got past us at the same time. Again, we're trying to hit
Let's just do lift
Stroll
and
this
coast.
time.
Yep, copy.
We're in a good place. We're in a good position. We have got Lando right behind us. Push tyre just little, not full attack for Albon. So put him on aggressive, yeah? And
Push through
maybe...
all corners.
I don't know if I want to mess
Yeah,
around with
okay.
DRS right now. We could defend on Lando, I suppose. Hope this works.
The tyres aren't really coming down. Yeah, copy.
It didn't work. If I stick it on full deploy now, though, we might be able to get him back.
Full deploy.
Yes.
Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex. Come on, Alex. Can you get the inside? Ooh, not quite. But we've still got the pit straight. There he goes. Right, what tyres is Lando on? He's on hards. So he's probably going to the end now. So I don't think he's actually our fight. I'm on the wrong screen for Logan. That's why that was confusing. Oh my god, I forgot to take you off push.
We want to leave court, please.
Copy.
Okay. I'm going to take Albon off aggressive tyres for a bit. We're coming up to his window. Was it 3 more laps? Whoa! What? Shh, Mick. You get back here. Full deploy.
Okay, reduce lift and coast.
Yep, copy.
Come on. Get him back. Get him back. Get him back. Get him back. Yes! There we go. Sort of. He's alongside us. And he's got the inside line into the final corner. And he's probably going to make the place stick, actually. Yeah, no, because we backed out for some reason. Strange one. Let's go +1, and then a second later, let's go -1. And here comes Yuki as well. Have we waited too long for our stop?
15.
Have we done that again? These guys aren't stopping again, are they? I think we've actually
That's
messed up our
position gained
strategy
for
again.
Alpha Tauri.
Conserve fuel for Logan.
Lico, increase, please.
I think he would have been fine, but yeah, for safety's sake. Same with Alex. We'll stick him on balance now, and yeah, you can go back to balance too.
Got it.
Look at
30
reducing
plus
the
is
lift
fine.
and co.
Copy.
Okay. So Albon's perfect lap. We're actually pitting him exactly when we needed to, which is great. Moving on to the mediums. Go.
We are boxing this lap.
Actually, let's go on this view.
Okay, box.
Watch him stop. There he is. It's hard to find them on the track sometimes. Here he comes. Yeah, we're going to drop basically down to 19th now. It's frustrating this sometimes. It's very realistic. And again, I'm in Motorsport Manager mode where I feel like we're doing good with the strategy because we're moving up places. But then you've got to factor in your pit stop as well. And we've just dropped. So we're 19th now. And I don't think anyone ahead of us is stopping. Oh, maybe Verstappen. Again. I think these guys can see it through to the end now. Below 30 is danger zone. Yeah, I don't see any of those guys dropping below 30 now. That's the problem. We might be able to catch Stroll. In fact, right now... Yeah, no, maybe not. Push on fuel for a little bit.
Okay, max saving,
We
max
got
fuel saving.
little to no ERS to use, although you have.
Make
How's
sure you
Logan
use our
so
energy.
far behind?
Copy.
That's a mystery to me. Yeah, I was blocked a little bit in qualifying. I feel like that's something Frontier are aware of, though. Are they actually all on two-stop? And I'm on the faster tyre with... Okay. Alright, let's see how this plays out. I'm going to stop my moaning for a minute. We're going to see how this plays out.
Okay.
We are gaining on Stroll, I think. Tyre-wise, I mean, we have got fresher tyres than Lance. So I'm not going to panic too much there. Vettel potentially might need to stop again. Yeah, I think if I just put everything here on neutral, which it appears to be, which is good, and then we just go into fast forward, maybe we'll see other drivers stop again and we'll start jumping up. We are gaining on Lance. It's just, are we gaining fast enough? I think on quali it says they're heading to the garage as they're crossing the line to set their time. I think. I don't know about that though. It's not something I've experienced.
We're not happy with fuel.
Copy.
Yeah, let's sort the fuel issue out for Logan here. I mean, even if we caught up to Stroll, we do need the cars in front to pit as well. Are they going to pit with this many laps left, or are they just going to try and see it through?
Reduce the lift and co.
I mean, there's some
copy, copy.
50s. There are some 50s. We could potentially end up here if they do pit again. We're healthy on tyres. Verstappen definitely is pitting again. There's no way he's getting to the end. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay, are you sure you didn't accidentally call them in or something like that? Right, Alex, what have you got? He is gaining on Stroll, but Stroll's losing on Vettel. Yeah, we have got some pitters. Gasly, Zhou. So it's possible they're on 2 stops. Stroll's pitted, so we're up to 18th. There's a brief yellow flag there. I can go aggressive on tyres. Vettel's run wide as well.
Now.
So wait, he
Let's have a
pitted
look
and
here.
then he ran
This was
wide.
the Aston Martin. They're
Oof.
forced wide.
Yeah. The team in the garage will not be happy with that. I might save Logan's tyres, although they degrade less. Ah, screw it. What have we got to lose? I am going to have to conserve
heads
some
down,
fuel for
focus.
Logan, though.
Yeah, copy.
Just to get him close to 0 again. Yeah, they are actually all pitting again. So maybe we can do something here. So right now, I mean, Schumacher we might be able to get past. Oh, it's so close. Someone tell Logan to stop being lead-footed as well. I can't explain your problem then with quali. That's a weird one for me though. Has anyone not pitted in front of us yet that could? No. Ricardo, actually. Maybe we could get up to 16th. But, I mean, the Hasters are on softs now. We're 11 seconds behind them anyway, so I'm not seeing that happening. And we've got no ERS, because I'm a doofus. You can go back on neutral. I think you can go back on neutral. Keep it neutral and push last 5 laps. Yeah. Logan's on conserve and he's just not getting any fuel back. Oh, Albon's tyres are getting a little warm.
You can afford to drop back.
Yes.
Actually, Logan's tyres are getting a little warm too. No worries, Tom. Thanks for dropping in.
Okay, back off.
Copy, copy.
I mean, again, it feels like a missed opportunity, but I think we're actually defying expectations right now. That's not good, losing a place to Vettel. We need to try and get that one back. How long left?
Looks
6
like
laps,
Aston
7
Martin
laps.
have just gained a race position.
We can just stay in reach. He's right there, so he's not a million miles away. Under the cable cars. Do we have the ERS to push? I imagine the tyre temps are good now that we can go back to aggressive. We haven't got the fuel.
We're happy to push.
What do you reckon? Full deploy?
Yeah.
So I'm going to leave that
Deploy.
open. 7
Okay,
tenths
copy.
behind. It's a long old straight, this one. Not quite, but we have still got the pit straight. But we have run out of
Check
ERS.
the DRS.
Copy.
Means I'm going to have to harvest. If we can stay within a second. There we go. Fuel's getting... Oh my god, Logan, what are you doing, mate? What are you doing with the fuel? Yeah, I think you've nailed it on the head there. P17 is the best we can expect unless there's a DNF.
Currently 3 laps remaining of the race.
So I think Imola, we sort of exceeded expectation because of those DNFs. Leclerc's on his last lap. Whoa! Okay, I thought I mean, Logan's just going to have to stay on and conserve now. What can I do with you? If I push you, are you going to run out of fuel?
Let's reduce left and close. Okay. And this is the last lap.
We've got no tyres left.
They just
That's the standard there. You've still got fuel.
Yeah, no fun.
We can whack you on deploy in a minute. Push everything last lap. Oh, we're close, we're close. That, I'm pretty sure that was contact. Yellow flag sector 2 as well, which is where we are. Was that contact?
There's been a
Competitor
crash.
crash. Stroll crash.
Let's take a look at the replay. Now let's have a look. It's Lance Stroll.
He just golfed by himself. Oh, he did as well.
Dear
Oh,
me,
I mean,
they won't have been expecting that.
game. He's in the wall,
That
literally.
was a bitter blow for the team.
I
And
bet
it
you he's
may
still
have
running.
Really hurt their overall chances.
I bet you he's still running. Yeah, he's still running. Of course he's still running. And I've missed my deployment now. And we're too far behind anyway. Oh my days.
Full deploy.
I've got that proper Friday afternoon feeling right now, guys. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do it.
Leclerc. Charles
Got distracted
Leclerc
by the
is
flying
today's
Canadian
winner.
behind us. And across the line. Hello, Rain. Shouldn't you be at Spa right now? I mean, at 18th, 20th, I don't know what happened with Logan. Maybe he just ran out of fuel. He's technically still running. According to this, he's got 2 kilos of fuel left. Have they added in the game if you can't supply a sample? Yeah, we're starting to close the gap with the upgrades. I'm starting to see where we need to work on improving the car. Frustrating is how it's going. Frustrating. I'm very quickly learning that this Williams team is very difficult to manage. I like challenges. I'm not walking away from this one anytime soon, but my goodness is this tricky. Because you think you've pulled off a really good strategy. We did a 1-stopper. Most of the rest of the grid did 2 stoppers, and yet they still end up ahead of us. If you factor in how slow a pit stop is, that shows how slow we are as a team. So there's work to be done.
An okay performance for
But I'm going to
Alex
ask you
Albon
guys a
today.
question now. Do you want to see this series continue as a stream,
This was
or
a
do you want
mixed
this series to go
performance
to
from
video
Williams
format?
today. Some
The
excellent
best way to let
decisions
us
and
know
then
is to
some
go back
strategies
over all
that
3
will need
streams
a
so
bit of
far and
work.
hit the like button.
Yep, plenty
If there's
for
enough
them to
likes
think
across
about
the
and
series
strategize.
so far,
And
then we'll keep
certainly
going
a
as a
good
stream.
enough result for now.
Otherwise,
Now
we'll
that all
move
the
it
points have
into
been
video.
tallied, the team is
See
in
if you guys
10th
prefer
place
that.
in the constructor
You
standings.
can also drop some comments down below and let us know there as well. Anything you can do to let us know that you're enjoying the streams will be very, very much appreciated.
Look forward to in Spain.
I would do it as a poll. Might even do it as a community post, actually, so keep an eye out for that over the weekend. So yeah, another win for the Ferraris. I'm not even paying attention to the who's winning races right now. I'm just distracted by everything else. Max only got 5 points there. Charles is running away with it, but then Sainz isn't far behind. And there we are, right at the bottom. So for the constructors, still 10th. Still 10th. It's not even Miami, it's just that the team as a whole is struggling. XP's really low. I'm almost tempted to get to the summer break and replace Logan with an established F1 driver. which might sound harsh, but I think the instinct is to come in and bring in some young talent and things like that, but I just don't think that's what we need right now. I think we need someone who can compete with Albon. We've got the new underfloor, so there's that as well. We'll fit that to Albon's car in a second. Difficult race. Yeah, disappointed. I'm gutted about that race, to be honest. I'm trying to find the positives, but there are very few right now. Right, yeah, we're going to fit the new underfloor. Install on car 2, install on car 1. That was correct, yes? Yes, good. It's always nice to know when you're doing the right thing. Alrighty then, folks. I think that'll do it for this week. Or this stream, sorry, this week. I'm I'm in a different mindset right now. I stream on my own channel as well, and I'm kind of slipped into that for some reason. Lando replacement. What? Who do I think will be? Oh wait, you mean to bring Lando in, don't you? Oof. I mean that'd be interesting. I mean, let's have a quick look at who's available. So right now, Sargent's rated 70. So we need someone 70 or above, preferably unattached. I mean, we got Jack Doohan, Daruvula. Interesting. There's Latifi again, but I don't think he'd be interested. I mean, you know, Dennis Hauger is same rating. Vershaw, Vesti, Porsche. There's actually some good talent that I've just not paid attention to. Why was I not paying attention? Let's do detailed scouting on Theo Porsche, because he might be the next one coming in. It really does sound harsh. And there's two reasons. One, I don't think Logan Sargent's performing right now. And two, might just fancy a change. We'll see. But yeah, I am going to wrap things up here, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, if you're enjoying the streams and you want it to stay as a stream, then do let us know. Best way to do that is to hit that like button. Share the content with anyone you know who likes F1 as well. That's always appreciated. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe to the Racing Games channel. That really does help us out here. Otherwise, thank you again. Thank you everyone in the chat, especially those who've been very, very kind and patient with me and holding my hand through most of this. That doesn't go unappreciated either. I have played sports management games like this before, but this isn't quite in my wheelhouse still, so I am learning it as we go. But yeah, thanks everyone for being so kind and understanding and patient. No one's yelling at me in the chat, which is always nice. Enjoy the rest of your weeks. Enjoy the rest of your weekends. Leave your predictions down below who you think might win the race this weekend. I'm off to watch the end of P2 as well. And yeah, have a good race as well. Whatever you're doing this weekend, enjoy it. And until next time, take care.